everyone. Thank you for watching. By law, I have to tell you that this is for entertainment purposes only. All videos are property of Psychic Liz Cross, LLC. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here with the amazing psychic Liz Cross. How are you doing today?
I'm amazing because I'm with Mr. Photon. How are you?
Doing great. So we're doing our weekly crypto roundup here. As usual, we'll start off with some listener requests. If you want to make a request for crypto or any of our other probes, you need to become a member with us. You sign up for our Patreon at Patreon/remote viewing and beyond. It's a few dollars a month. You get access also to our Discord. I have my own channel there, Mr. Photon's Discussions, and you can pop in there and ask some questions there as well. Actually, what I'd like to do, since we haven't really talked about this in a long time, is kind of explain the process of what we're doing when we're probing these cryptos. Because I get that a lot when I talk to people. They're maybe a little bit of unsure of what we're doing because they're new.
Mm.
So we've combed through thousands of cryptos, okay? And yeah, thousands of
Yeah,
cryptos.
yeah,
There's,
I know.
there's millions of them out there, right? And we do it we've tried different ways to do it. We've tried to refine our process. What we're doing right now is we're for each coin, we're asking the programmer of each coin. So each coin has a programmer up in the spirit world, just like we all have our own individual programmers. And we're asking them for information. And so the idea is that we get a period of time. So just off of what we know so far, this cycle is probably going to end in like end of December, early January, something like that. November, December, January is going to be the market's going to be hot, right? And then it's going to cool off for a bit and come back later in maybe February or something like that. That's what we're thinking right now. So ever since we figured that information out, we've been probing it out to January. So everything we've probed over the last whatever it's been 4 months or 5 months or 6 months, whatever it's been, we've just been putting it out to as far as January to see what the energy is. So we ask on a scale of 1 to 10 for the energy. This is not price. This is just giving us, what kind of energy the coin can have over that time. If it scores like a 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm interested. I want to know more. Is it gonna, we can start asking about price a little bit more. Is it gonna 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x from where it is at the current time? And of course, with remote viewing, it's really hard to get actual numbers, right? So it's like a guide. It's like getting your attention to what's going on there and to pay attention to that more. So if we do get a 5x or a 10x, it may not go to a 5x or a 10x, but we're establishing hopefully a trend. It's going to be going up in that certain period of time, and maybe we zoom in a little bit and we'll say, oh, well, which month is it the most bullish out of those 4 months or whatever it is. So, we've had some success with that. I post stuff in the Discord all the time. So, as an example, 2 weeks ago we did a probe and we got one that scored a 7. It was Punkster, I think it was called. And it was a 5 to 10x from where it was, and it hit an 8x as of like a few days ago, right? So, and then it kind of dumped after that. So if you're waiting for the 10x, you probably, maybe you still get it, but you're probably better off in just taking your money and running, right? Because we didn't think that. We also asked if they have longevity. That's important as well. So a lot of them don't have longevity. The ones that do have longevity, those are the ones I'm really interested in, and those are the ones I've been trading and doing well on. And I posted, setups and stuff like that in the Discord also. The other thing I would say too is, the score out of 1 to 10 is relative to how big or small the coin is. So here on CoinGecko, if you don't know, right, it lists all the coins from, biggest to smallest, right? Starts with Bitcoin and goes down the list. If we're probing stuff in the top 100, you can't really compare a 10 or a 9 or an 8 to something that's smaller. Maybe it's only a $10 million market cap and it also scores an 8 or a 9. Completely different class of coin. So there's much less room for it to grow, right? If we get a 7, 8, 9 on a big coin like Chainlink or something like that, it's probably not going to 10x from here anytime soon, or 20x or 30x. But if we pick a smaller coin, right, there's more room for it to grow. So maybe you can expect a bigger growth out of it if it scores well. So you have to keep all these things in mind. And the other thing I would say too is that this is just data that we're giving. I have lots of data that I look at. I do technical analysis. I do fundamental analysis on everything. I do social media analysis on everything, right? So when I get some data from Liz on something that scores well, I'm still doing my homework. I'm not blindly just going in and buying it. I'm making sure that there's I can have some conviction in what I'm buying or whatever it is, right? I want to know what it is. It just this information gives me like out of the millions of coins out there, it puts a spotlight on a few of them, and I can go in and do a little bit more research. Because there's just so much to choose from. You need every edge that you can get. And this is an edge that we're providing here on top of every other edge you may or may not have. So I just wanted to address that because I'm sure there's tons of new people here and I get questions all the time and people, might look at what we're doing and have their own kind of expectations on things, but that's how we're thinking about this at least. So, without further ado, let's get into this probe. We're going to start off with, again, some listener requests first. And the first one that we have up is called Drift Protocol. So this is on Solana. If we can ask the programmer for Drift Protocol how well it does over the next, where are we now? We're in October, so we want to probe up to January. So that's November, December, January, February. So yeah, let's do 4 months. Over the next 4 months, how well does Drift Protocol do according to the program scale of 1 to 10 from where it is now?
Okay, so drift protocol, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well does it do? It's a 5. Over the next 4 months, it's a
Okay.
5.
Okay, sounds good. And do we think it's at a $331 million market cap? Can it double from where it is now in that time?
Can it double? No, I think it could go up by a third.
Okay, so close. That's reasonable. Okay, moving on. Next up, somebody requested this tone. I have never heard of this one before, but apparently it's to do with robotics. It looks like it's on Base Chain. It's called, I don't know how you say it, Aoki or Aki, Auki. If we can ask the programmer for Aki how well it does over the next 4 months on a scale of 1 to 10.
Does it do next 4 months on the scale 1 to 10? Again, this is another 5. It's average.
The average, right? Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so you can kind of extrapolate from that from the last thing that we probed. Usually they're in the same kind of range of like how well they'll do in those numbers, classes of numbers. Okay, next up, another request. This one, never heard of this one. Either it's called George Plays Clash Royale and it's
Hmm.
on Solana. If we can ask how well George plays Clash Royale on a scale of 1 to 10 over the next 4 months, according to the Clash programmer.
According to the Clash program, how well does George plays Clash Royale? Okay. This is, give me that number again. I'm getting a 7, but like literally, it may have to be in the next day or two.
Yeah, it's already pumped up massively here over the last. So, yeah, the other thing to say is when we're getting this energy, this could be the energy that it's in right now. Like it's already pumping, right? So,
Mhm.
how we can ask, like, well, is there any longevity to this coin?
No, God, no, this is a pump and dump.
Right. Okay. So, the 7 energy is probably for where we are now, correct? Not in the future.
Is it for, yeah, right this second. Like you've got to get in this immediately and be out probably in a few hours.
Right. So I don't know if somebody has this in our group, if they're holding it, so just be aware of that. But otherwise, yeah, it looks, it's probably pretty risky. The other thing I'm noticing is a $58 million market cap and only $1 million in liquidity. That's not a good ratio at all. Which is interesting because it was off of pump, it's on pump swap though. Yeah, I don't know about that unless it has some other liquidity pool. I mean, when people start selling this thing, it is going to dump so hard, so quick because it's only got 1 million in liquidity. So just keep that in mind. It's not a good liquidity to market cap ratio. Okay. I think those are the requests from here at least anyways. Let's look at some other coins. I think there's a few on actually no, I think there's a couple on here we can look at too that are listener requests. So, where is the portfolio thing? Okay, the other request was for Origin Trail. The ticker is TRAC. This is on Ethereum. So we can ask the programmer of Origin Trail how well it does over the next 4 months on a scale of 1 to 10 from where it is now to its ultimate price peak.
It's from where it is now to its ultimate price peak. How well does this do? It's a 6.
Okay. It's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's at a $278 million market cap. Can that double from where it is now?
$278 million market cap. Can that double from where it is now? No, I don't feel it can double from where it is now, but it can certainly go up a little more.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, it's
So,
already.
sorry, let me give this to you. What I am getting is, yeah, you can make some money off of this. However, you're not going to make as much as you would somewhere else, which is an obvious statement.
Mhm.
And you have to be careful with this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Um, okay, so let's go back to the on-chain stuff. So BNB has been going crazy, which you call
Oh.
basically. So we did, again, when we probed out to January, all the large cap stuff, BNB was a top scorer for us, and it
Mm.
has just been going crazy. The lad's been making all-time high after all-time high. So I would say that's a hit on that. I think we got like the highest. I can't remember actually the price target on that, but I think it was maybe 1,700 or 1,400 off the top of my head. I just don't remember. But it's now at $1,300. So, and it's leading the market right now in terms of the big coin. So that's a hit. So as you can imagine, all of the coins on BNB are, they're doing some interesting stuff right now. There's a lot of meme coins and stuff launching on there. However, my my idea with this is how it's happened in the past is that you'll have a short little cycle on BNB of all these new coins, but nothing really lasts there, honestly, at least in this cycle. So I'm thinking, I don't know how, I'm looking at stuff to probe over there, but outside of the big stuff, like Aster or, we're gonna probe Cake today as well. Like, I don't see a lot of stuff maybe having longevity that's obvious to me there. So we'll look at a few meme coins, but as BNB as a narrative, how well does it score going out to January? Is it going to be popular the whole time, or is this kind of a flash in the pan thing?
Oh, well, just BNP do on a scale of 1 to 10. Getting a 9.
Okay, so still gonna do
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we'll have to take a little bit closer look at some of those coins over there. I have a few today, but I'll have to take a deeper look. I mean, some of this stuff's just like, look at this thing is already super pumped today. Like, why can't it happen so fast we can't even catch it on these probes? Um,
Mm.
but because it's just so quick. But let's see if this has any longevity. This one's called Wish Dog. It's on Binance Smart Chain. If we can grab the programmer for Wish Dog and ask how well it does over the next 4 months on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, over the next 4 months, it's a 5. Over the next 3 days, it's a 10.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing, right? See and is there any longevity?
God, no.
Yeah, God.
Mm-mm.
Right. And that's what I was concerned about. Is like I'm having a hard time finding stuff that I think might have longevity there. It's just a lot of like meme coin stuff that's just pumping and dumping, and it's hard for us to catch it because we only meet once a week, and like look at this, just today, this thing just went out of nowhere. Like we didn't have time to get to it. It went, 16x today. Something crazy like that.
Wow.
So, and it's just sitting there doing nothing for all week. So, yeah, maybe we'll find something, but it's, some of this stuff is really risky, but this one's another one. Again, this thing's up 10x today. Um, this one's called Palu. Um, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well does Palu do over the next 4 months on a scale of 1 to 10?
On the scale of 1 to 10, how well does Paolo do next 4 months? So over the next 4 months, how well does it do? Again, these are just coming back as average. This does not have longevity at
Okay.
all. When did this start?
Launched, yeah, just what was it? 4 days ago, 3 days ago.
Yeah, this is going to be over by the end of the week.
Okay, fair enough. How about this one? Binance mascot. The ticker is Phil. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well does it do over the next 5 months?
Scale to 10, how well does it do over the next 5 months? Finance mascot. So again, this is another one that's a pump and dump,
Mhm.
and you got to be in this week. Like you
Yeah.
got to be in these today.
Yeah, and they're already pumping, right? So,
Mm,
it's we're trying to find something that people will be able to hop into and maybe hold it for a little bit longer than a few days. Because
mm,
I mean, like I sometimes trade this stuff, but maybe some of our people even by the time the video comes out, who knows what's happened, right?
mm. I'm gonna try and get this video out within the next hour or two.
All right, what about this one? Funds are SAFU. Ticker is SAFU on BSC.
RSFO. How about again, if we're talking about within the next few days, it's a 9.
Mhm.
After that, it's done.
Right. So it's very risky. All right. Okay. What about this one? This one is called number one.
Number one, and that's on Binance. Number one on Binance. How well does this do? Now this one over the next 4 months is scoring like a 3,
Okay.
but again, this I think this is only gonna run for today.
Well, yeah, again, it's hard to comb through stuff. And I'll do a better job next week on the BNB stuff. I'm just looking at it like and none of it looks.
Mm,
The only thing that I wanted to probe over there that might have, I mean, it has had longevity. It's an older token is Cake. It's the Pancake
mhm.
Swap token. It's the token of their main DEX. And it actually been doing well over the last week and want to see what's going to happen over the next 4 months. So if we can grab the programmer for the Pancake Swap, it's Cake. We can ask how well it does over the next 4 months on a scale of 1 to 10.
How well does Pancake Swap do cake over the next 4 months on a scale of one? No, that scores a 7, and that does have a bit more longevity.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Is
Um,
this actually a Pancake Swap, the Pancake Swap token?
yes, yes, it is.
Oh, okay, that'll be why then.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been around for 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that BNB is doing good, it's like, wow, maybe there's a chance that it does well alongside BNB. So, from where it is now, it's currently at a $1.4 billion market cap. Can it, at a 7, what do we say, like 5x or more?
And this 5x. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It can. It can 10x. This
Hmm.
is longevity. So if you even got in and you just hold for a while, you're going to make money.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the strongest month for Cake over the next 4 months if it scores a 7? Is that this month, October?
This is true. Yeah. Is it this month, October? Yes, it'll taper off after this month, but it will still continue to climb. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a long-term hold.
Yeah. Okay. And what about November? Is
No, goes down to a 5.
okay. And what about December?
Goes down to what is December? Hmm, 4, 4 or 5.
Okay. Okay.
Average, like in and out. No real, I mean, slow growth, definitely.
What about January?
What about January? No, still holding around a 5.
Okay. So it sounds like this month is probably the strongest energy and then might taper off for a bit. Okay. Duly noted. Um, Sounds good. So that sounds like a good find. Let's roll this over to the second part of this video. As we
Okay.
usually do, we get some good information this week to the public. If you want to see all the other coins we're going to probe this week, as well as taking a look at Bitcoin and some of the major coins, you definitely need to become a member with us. We also have transit charts, astrological charts that we look at as well to see the forecast going out. So if you're not subscribed to us, you're only seeing half of these videos. You're only getting half of the alpha, and you're not able to be on the Discord where I'm posting, updates to this stuff. Sometimes I post, what I'm trading and getting in and getting out of. So, it's definitely worth the few dollars a month, let me tell you. And you also get access to all the other, content that we put out there as well, not just the crypto stuff too. So
Yeah.
I have a tip jar. If you like what I do, much appreciated if you throw a few dollars in there every once in a while. Much thanks to everybody that has. It's in the comment section below. And I also offer crypto consults. If you need to learn how to do all this stuff, a lot of this stuff is on chain, right? So it's not available necessarily on your local centralized exchange. You need to learn how to do that for sure. And I can help you with that, no problem. I'm more experienced. I can meet you where you are. Whatever the case, you can reach out to me in my email. It's digitalfreedomtactics@protonmail.com if you want to set up an appointment with me. But other than that, I think
Absolutely.
let's roll it into the next one.
All right, you are phenomenal. Well, where would we be without you and the rest of the gang? But you are phenomenal. Combing through these coins each week, taking requests, do everything that you do. We just, gosh, where would we be? All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.